You know, every time temperatures are forecasted below freezing, I get an email from my apartment complex. Freeze warning issued. And sometimes I get the email when it's 32 degrees outside and it says, make sure you drip your faucets and open up your cabinet doors. It's great information. Sometimes they send it when you don't really need it. They sent it earlier this week. Yeah, that's a freeze warning you definitely need. We are going to get the coldest temperatures potentially all that we'll get throughout 2025. 21 degrees in Springfield right now. Look at the colder temperatures once you go further up into the north. -3 in Minneapolis. It's estimated that 120 million Americans, that's about a third of all Americans, will get temperatures sub-zero throughout this polar vortex. I don't have a sub-zero. I have us about 2-3 degrees warmer than getting into the negatives. We're close. I think we're going to manage to dodge it. Look at our feels like forecast. 8 degrees in Springfield, -32 in Bismarck. That's a place you don't want to be right now. This is an unusual pattern. We get polar vortexes every once in a while, but it is bringing in cold weather into the deep south of America. And something I mentioned last week is I said, guys, watch out. Around MLK Day, we can get some cold weather and we could have a chance for a winter storm. I was right about the winter storm. I was wrong about the location of it. This polar vortex has pushed this threat of the winter storm all the way down into the south, where places in Texas, in Houston, in Florida could have ice concerns, heavy snowfall forming. For us, we just have to deal with the cold weather that is going to be stuck in place, and it is really 4 days that we have to get through. Today was only day 1. And today was the warmest day out of that stretch that we have to get through as well. A little bit of flurries happening right now on radar for areas really along the state line. Not expecting too much in accumulation, and that's really going to stop in the coming hours or so. You can see that on radar where you still have that chance of a little bit of flurries occurring, but generally we're going to get all this cloud cover out of the way. Tomorrow will be sunnier. It will not be warmer. It will not be more enjoyable, as I think it's the worst day that we have to get through, where temperatures are going to be trapped into the teens with a feels like forecast. You'll probably be able to count onto one hand. Something worth mentioning is once we get later in the day on Monday, temperatures are still going to be cold. We will have an opportunity of some snow flurries or even a snow shower that's going to come in that late evening hour. Don't think it's going to be enough to be canceling any school or canceling any businesses. Just an opportunity to see a little snow once we get later into Monday. Temperatures tonight, I have us avoiding the single digits, but just barely. 10 degrees in Springfield. Winds are going to continue to be fast, which means the feels like forecast is going to continue to be ugly. I think this is the worst day we have to get through throughout this stretch. Is Sunday. Fast winds stay. Temperatures into the teens for basically everyone. And when you factor in that feels like forecast, this is what everyone likes to talk about. It's not fun. Sunday at 8 a.m. I have us at -4 degrees in Springfield. And by the time we get to the warmest part of the day, it's still only going to feel like a couple degrees outside, and it's getting worse once we get into Sunday night. I think this is really the worst day throughout the stretch we have to get through. Sunday night, temperatures are forecasted at 2 degrees. I have us warmer than negatives. That's kind of the good news that a lot of people throughout the United States won't be able to do. But 2 degrees for Sunday night. Monday gets a little bit better, and a little bit better means I think we're going to go from kind of 17 up to 19. But when you're this cold, every little bit helps. Tuesday is still another cold day. We are not getting above freezing until Wednesday. We even have a 50-degree mark on that 7-day forecast on Saturday. Looking forward to that, and it's going to be well-deserved until we get there. I think every single day this week is going to be below average, especially cold for the next 3.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No.
No, that's all. I don't like that. That's not fun.
Yeah, you know,
for anybody.
It's like when you get cold, you want snow. But throughout this period, I want to mention, make sure you're checking out on your neighbors, checking on the elderly, checking on pets that are left outside. This is actually the deadliest weather event. Extreme cold, extreme hot kills more people than tornadoes, than hurricanes, than lightning. So make sure you're keeping an eye on your neighbors.
Yeah, make sure bundle up too if you do have to get out. Well,
yeah.
Thanks, Matt.